Have you ever gone silent? Not out of ego, but out of clarity. What does she think when your name stops lighting up her screen? Does she wonder if you've moved on? Does she think you're playing games? Or maybe she realizes something far more profound, that you've finally stepped into your power, that you've stopped chasing, that you've become untouchable. Pause for a second. Think about it. What if silence is not weakness, but mastery? Comment below. Have you ever gone silent on someone, not to hurt them, but to find yourself? Let's talk about it. In a world driven by notifications, read receipts, and dopamine hits from constant communication, the power of silence is often misunderstood. But we, those who walk the Stoic path, understand something deeper. We know that silence is not the absence of words, but the presence of strength. When you stop texting her, you're not punishing her, you're not ghosting, you're not playing childish games, you're reclaiming your peace, you're choosing self-respect over emotional chaos, and she feels that, not just in her mind, but in her soul. Let's be honest, we've all been there, checking our phones like addicts, rereading old texts, typing, deleting, typing again, hoping she replies, waiting for that validation. But what would Marcus Aurelius have said in that moment? If you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your own judgment about it. And it is in your power to wipe out this judgment now. When you stop texting her, you begin to wipe away the illusions. The illusion that your worth is tied to her replies. The illusion that love must be proven through pursuit. The illusion that peace comes from outside you. It doesn't. Peace is built within, in silence, in discipline, and in detachment. Now here's the truth you might not expect. When you go silent, she starts to feel, not because she's being punished, but because you've broken a pattern. She thinks, why hasn't he reached out? Did I mean nothing? Has he changed? Is he happier now, without me? And these questions, they aren't always rooted in love. They're rooted in control, in familiarity, in the comfort of knowing you are always available. But now, you're not. Now you've become a Stoic, and that changes everything. Seneca said it best. He is most powerful who has power over himself. Stopping the texts doesn't mean you've stopped caring. It means you've started caring about yourself, not out of arrogance, but out of awareness. This is what most people don't understand. Detachment is not coldness. It's clarity. It's choosing to respond instead of react. It's seeing emotions, but not becoming them. It's love. Without losing yourself, we've been conditioned to believe that silence means indifference, that if someone doesn't text us back, they don't care, that if we're not constantly available, we're not good partners. But Stoicism flips that belief on its head. Epictetus taught, freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. You cannot control how she feels. You cannot control if she misses you. You cannot even control whether she respects your silence, but you can control how you respond to that void with dignity, with focus, with strength. At first, she might think you're playing a game. She may expect the late-night texts, the apologies, the explanations, but when the silence stretches, when days turn to weeks, something shifts. That silence becomes louder than any message you could have sent. She feels it in the mornings when she checks her phone. She feels it at night when she scrolls and sees you thriving, not trying to win her back, but mastering yourself. She realizes you've done what few men ever do. You've let go without losing your soul. This isn't about winning the breakup. This isn't about revenge. It's about reconstruction. You stopped texting her because you had to rebuild the man within. Remember what the Stoics stood for: self-mastery, rational control over emotion, the courage to face discomfort without complaint. So what if the discomfort was the space she left behind? Then good, let it hurt. Let it burn, because fire, my friend, forges iron into steel. Pause right now and ask yourself, are you texting out of love? Or out of fear? Are you chasing connection or avoiding loneliness? Comment your thoughts below. Let's grow together. Eventually, she sees it. You're not the same man who begged for her time. You're not glued to your screen waiting for crumbs. You've gone deeper, darker, wiser, and she wonders, what if he never texts again? That's when she realizes you've evolved beyond her reach, because the man who needs nothing cannot be broken. This part will sting, but it's the truth. Not everyone deserves your words, your time, your vulnerability. Seneca warned us, associate with people who are likely to improve you, and if she was not improving your peace, if her presence brought more confusion than clarity, then stepping away was not cruelty, it was strategy. A man on a mission has no time to beg. He builds, he reflects, he rises. So if you've stopped texting her and she's wondering why, let her wonder. Let your silence echo louder than any words you could speak, because you've chosen something far more sacred than her approval. You've chosen your peace, and in that silence, in that stillness, in that void, you are no longer just a man. You are becoming something greater, a warrior of the mind, a disciple of the eternal. You are stoic. If this message resonated with you, don't just scroll away. Leave a comment, share your story, and subscribe. Not for me, but for the man you're becoming. This journey is just beginning, and we're walking it together with silence, with strength, with soul. Stay stoic, speak less, move like a shadow, and always rise.